100 million Great British Pounds. Yes, you heard me right. That is the transfer fee Man City have paid for Aston Villa's Jack Grealish. I've literally just woken up to the transfer news this morning. All the speculation and rumours were true. It's basically a done deal. Our mission continues this summer as Sir BCHD has replaced the likes of Aguero, Sancho and Harry Kane. Now our focus shifts towards the villains as we attempt to replace their star boy with an up-and-coming wonderkid. The former Irishman, just like with his nationality, has jumped ship. As soon as Aston Villa have a fighting chance when it comes to qualifying for Europe, on paper, they've got the best team they've ever had in years. Now all of a sudden, their English cam has dipped. For many, their coveted number 10, it's been coming for a while. As he's been sold to the citizens, I want your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think £100 million is worth it? Or do you think that is just a prime example of how inflated the market is right now, even after the pandemic? How could I forget? He's also the captain of the club with his default EA boots. We're gonna have to be forced into slapping him on the transfer list. I highly doubt we're gonna get 9 figures for him in career mode. However, it must be done. We're selling him this window as we're preparing this club and the roster for life after Jack. Villa have basically won the transfer window this year with a summer to remember. However, with the departure of this man, it's gonna put a real dent in their chances. Trust me, Villa fans, I feel your pain. It's like when a girl commits to a relationship, says she'll be loyal, and then all of a sudden it takes her 1 week to find an underwear model that she goes and ditches you for. Well, who would have guessed it? My ex and Jack Grealish have something in common. Now, we're officially on the hunt for his replacement. A perfect wonderkid that's unknown, a hidden gem, or a player that could potentially surpass Grealish in the future. Come on, top European clubs, hit us with your best shot. I want to see some big money offered for our boy Grealish. Jack, mate, what are you on about? Talking about how I've changed my mind about selling you. I know you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, but come on, put 2 and 2 together. You're on the transfer list for a reason.
A what?
An encyclopedia of football.
I don't know what that means.
Some not so good news to report on. We might have hit a road bump when it comes to selling Grealish, as he's just torn his hamstring and he's going to be out for 3 months. He's done it in pre-season. Now who's going to want to buy an injured Grealish for upwards of like 60-70 million pounds? I don't think he's going to have too many buyers. Now we're already experiencing some struggles trying to sell the man. He's right, you know, the season is just about to start and we've had no suitors for Grealish. We're in true panic mode right now. We're meeting up with Pep in the nightclub just to try and offer him Grealish. Can we pull off a swap deal with the injured Englishman? I guess we're gonna have to find out. 15 million plus Grealish for Ferran Torres. We're not gonna be able to get the big bucks in if this deal goes through, or if they're even interested in Grealish. No, they want the price tag to be up to 51.7. Pep, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. I see you're a tough negotiator, but you're locking eyes with Sir BCHD. He's not gonna take any crap from you, mate. Alright, 26.6. That's my final offer. Come on, you can't be pulling my leg. He's pulling my leg, bro. 29.6. Come on, I'm not spending over 30 plus Jack Grealish. Okay, finally we agree a deal. That was tougher than expected, but at the end of the day, we're shaking hands, doing some business. Can I just be absolutely clear when I say this? This is in no way, shape, or form our Jack Grealish replacement. This was only a vehicle and a transfer move that we had to do. It's a panic buy. Yes, Ferran Torres is an exceptional player. Now we're stuck with a minimal transfer budget after trading Grealish plus nearly 30 million. He'll do wonders for us here at Villa, but this wasn't the preferred way I wanted to go about things. I wanted to sell him and get the big bucks in so we can use that money to improve other aspects of the team. There was absolutely no suitors for Grealish, no transfer offers or interest whatsoever, so we've had to do it the hard way. Now it's time for us to formally introduce you to our Jack Grealish replacement, Romario Baró. Romario Baró, I'm not quite sure on the pronunciation, but for £7 million, we have purchased the next big thing out of Portugal. It's come to my mind that other Premier League talents have also found success with Portuguese talents. Think Wolves, think Bruno at United. This is Villa's chance to claim a Portuguese Magnifico of their own. The 20-year-old from Porto is an exciting prospect. You're probably thinking, oh no, not another right mid. That's another thing I love about this wonder kid. His versatility. We're going to properly train him into that cam position. He can already play there, but I want him to be a fully fledged attacking midfielder. It's only going to take him 2 weeks, so no biggie there. He was born for it. He's already got the playmaker trait. He knows how to create chances. He's an attacking threat, and for a wonder kid his age, his stats are crazy consistent. With the right development plans, this kid can go places. Whilst we're at it, we'll assign him with Grealish's former number, the number 10, just to show Jack that we've moved on and we've got our brand new starlet. Considering he's up against a declining Ross Barkley, a failed wonder kid of years gone by, and Jacob Ramsey, who just quite doesn't have it yet. He's not there. This could be yet another breakout campaign for a Portuguese superstar in the Prem. So just like that, the play conversion is already complete. A couple of games into the Premier League and Romario Baró is now a brand new cam. Already got little bit of an overall update, now at a 74, as he'll be applied to the Advanced Playmaker Development Plan to upgrade his weak foot to 5 stars. It wasn't the ideal transfer window or what we had planned, however, Jack's been traded to Man City. That's basically the minimum we can ask for. New upgrades and signings will be coming in future windows to just improve the team around Bardo and build it around him. However, this will be our first choice starting 11 for Season 1. Ferran Torres, Bardo, the new boys are implemented. So let's see how the villains go in their first year without Grealish. You'd think we went out and spent some big bucks on the players they have this season, but no, we've just kept the team pretty much the same. I mean, the addition of Ferran Torres and our Grealish replacement definitely did help. That has pushed Aston Villa up into 7th. Could be on the verge of qualifying for Europa League football. However, upon Grealish's move to Man City, he couldn't even win the Premier League with them. So much for winning trophies at the Etihad, they come runners up to Liverpool, finishing in 1st. As we check on over to the FA Cup, no, you can't, you're taking the piss. Career mode, Blackburn Rovers in the FA Cup. The magic of the FA Cup is still alive and well as they win 2-1 against City at Wembley in the final. Incredible scenes as Grealish is probably in tears. The Carabao Cup see them not even go towards the final. I'm not even focusing on Villa, to be fair. I just want to see where City got knocked out in the quarters to none other than Spurs themselves. So far, no trophies for Grealish in the Champions League. They didn't even win that either. Looks like he's struggling at his new club. They got knocked out in the round of 16, 3-2 to PSG. It was 2013 all over again, back when City got beat by Wigan in the FA Cup final. Blackburn have done the business and has probably sent them into their biggest embarrassment yet. However, nothing is more embarrassing right now than Grealish's first season at City, 5 appearances and 1 assist. He's been warming the bench for £100 million. I know technically they haven't spent that on him in this career mode, but imagine he went and did that in real life. That would be the flop of the century. You can't fault him though. He's still got plenty of competition ahead of him, and I have no doubts he's going to be one of City's main MVPs in the Prem in a couple of years' time. For us though, life after Grealish isn't looking too shabby. Potential Europa League football upcoming in Season 2. Ferran Torres looking like a stupendous swap deal. Let's take a look at Romario Bardo's debut campaign in the Premier League, and he's already got a +4 to his overall. He's grown up to a 77. His status is still at an exciting prospect, and he turned 21. We terminated Ross Barkley's loan spell, so that helped him get 29 appearances this season, finding the back of the net 5 times and getting 5 assists, perfectly balanced with 10 goal contributions. With an average match rating of 6.5, those dreadlocks are giving him some magic powers. I don't know what it is. He's only in okay form. With the advanced playmaker trait, he's got 5-star weak foot, so he can start improving other aspects of his game. No major standout attributes so far, so let's hope the Portuguese playmaker can turn into a Villa legend. He's already gotten off to the right foot with a 230% boost to his value. His transfer market price tag now standing at £21.5 million. Talk about living up to the hype. The new number 10 has not felt the pressure whatsoever. A more than promising start to his Villa career, as the Wonderkid replacement is set for bigger and better things headed into Season 2. Now with a transfer budget of £65 million, now we're talking. Now we can start to do some damage. Summer 2021, here we come. It slipped my mind, I actually forgot to do this in Season 1. In the recent career sims and growth tests, I've been messing around with the player instructions, and it's proved to get better results as we've got defensive support, stay forward. Barro's going to stay on the edge of the box for crosses. He will free roam in that cam position, and he's on conservative interceptions. I'm undecided whether I should make him a crucial first team member or give him a pay rise, but what I am certain on is changing up his development plan. We're going to apply him on attacking midfielder. Let's get that attack and work rate to high. Pace is going to be improved. Passing, dribbling, and stamina will receive upgrades, so I'm looking forward to the type of player he can transform into here in his second campaign. Now, you all probably saw this one coming. As soon as we had the funds available, he became our #1 priority. Leon Bailey, the Jamaican, arrives from Bayer Leverkusen, and it's their statement signing. It's their marquee man. We've secured his services on a swap deal. Bertrand Traore is headed the other way, and we've had to cough up £50 million for the right winger. We're going to convert him to the left-hand side because Ferran Torres is already on the right. What a deal. What a signing, though. Villa are still killing it in real life. It just displays their burning ambition to compete at the top, and I'm all for it. It's their brand new number 23. All I'm going to say is welcome to Villa Park, Leon Bailey. It's a move that basically happened in the blink of an eye last night. Danny Ings has been sold. Southampton have shipped him out the door to Aston Villa, and in this second summer transfer window, we have traded out Wesley plus £15 million to secure Danny Ings. Thankfully, the former Liverpool striker has accepted, and that is our second realistic signing of the window. Spending big money also comes at a cost. We've received Samatta back from his loan spell, and we've sold him straight away. The 28-year-old will be departing to Hellas Verona for £6.5 million. Yet another departure, we have the Belgian centre-back Bjorn Engels departing to Lille for £4.25 million. million. He's just another player that is deemed surplus to requirements. And our rapid summer spending has come at a cost again because we've had to sell Conor Hourihane to Marseille as the Irishman joins the French outfit for £4.85 million. It's another club favourite headed out the door. There's some more productive news to report on because players that just aren't going to be part of our future plans are departing and being sold, and that includes Anwar El Ghazi for £8.5 million. Borussia Mönchengladbach will be picking up the Dutch winger as we say yet another tough farewell. It's been a long break in between drinks, but finally we have put pen to paper and signed yet another player that Aston Villa have actually completed in real life. It's the return of their former superstar Ashley Young. He was such a gun for the Villains back in the day. In 2010 and 2011, he could not be stopped. Now the 36-year-old is returning for one last rodeo. I want to try convert him into a backup left back, but at 36, it looks bare near impossible. Let's just hope he doesn't have an early retirement on us. I think now's the time to take action and continue to extend Barro's stay here at Villa by locking him down on a brand new contract, a little bit of a pay rise. However, the squad role for me has to be crucial. Rewarding him for his season 1 efforts, he's inked a brand new deal and he's going to be Villa Park's main man headed into this season. It's a truly marvellous deal we've been able to pull off here as we have sold the likes of Marvelous Nakamba to Real Sociedad for £9.8 million. The midfielder from Zimbabwe will be departing. It's sad to see him go because he's just that marvellous. However, it's allowed us to pick up a backup centre back. Our defensive unit definitely needed a bit more cover, and that is going to arrive in the form of Portuguese defensive stalwart Ferro. It might not be Ruben Diaz, but boy, he's going to do a job for us. Spending a fee of around £21.8 million, we might have overspent for him, but he's joining his boy Romario here in the Midlands. I know we shouldn't be reflecting too much on the man that once was. I wish him all the best, but Jack Grealish is still chilling here at Manchester City, waiting patiently for his breakthrough campaign, and this could be the year. This has been one of the most action-packed transfer windows to date. Business that should have been done a season earlier if we did get that Grealish money. However, it wasn't to be. There is no Europa League football this year, so they're focusing and shifting all their efforts domestically. Let's find out how this new revamped Aston Villa is going to perform and to see if Romario Barro can live up to the likes of Jack Grealish and the numbers he's put up recently. You cannot write scripts like these. Career Mode is literally providing the storylines for us as Aston Villa, our boy Barro has come in and shot the Villains up into 4th place, qualifying for the Champions League on the final day. Not only that, but finishing above Grealish's Man City down in 6th. That is a terrible season for them as Liverpool win the league once more. Spurs came close and we were only a few points behind Manchester United in 3rd. That is a stunning campaign. There might have been no Europa League football, but they've waited one more year to get Champions League status. No upset in the FA Cup this year as Liverpool win that 2-1 against Palace, as Barro's Villa got knocked out in round 4 to Spurs 1-0. The Carabao Cup saw Man City humiliated in a cup final again, this time on penalties 4-3 to Liverpool. The citizens just aren't having a good time in this video so far. However, Villa eliminated in the quarters to Brentford 1-0. United take out the Europa League 3-1 against Inter in the final, and over in the Champions League, it was an all-German affair. A 2013 replay, Borussia Dortmund beat out Bayern 1-0. Grealish, your excuse for trying to win trophies elsewhere at a big club is not really adding up right now. It is what it is. City, did they even play the man? Let's have a look and see if he had a better impact this year. I mean, he played double the game time with 10 appearances, this time actually scoring his first goal and getting an assist. No Champions League football for Pep Guardiola's man. Jack right now, he's probably chomping at the bits. He is kicking himself because he has missed out on this Aston Villa opportunity and chased the bag. Nonetheless, let's focus on our situation. Let's see how Barro has improved in his second campaign in the Prem, and as you can see there, the crucial first team player, now 22 years of age, has experienced a +5 growth, and the Portuguese playmaker, now in the 80s, is in good form, which is very lovely to see. His stats this year read out like this. He played 9 more games with 38 appearances, 7 goals and 8 assists. That's 15 goal contributions from our main cam, and in terms of how he ranks in the squads when it comes to performances, he's currently 4th. I love how he's getting more game time now. He's probably one of the best midfielders on the roster. We just need his output and production to just take a new level in Season 3. I don't know whether he warranted a +5. Maybe it was to do with his development plan, as we see acceleration and sprint speed now in the dark greens. Vision's at an 84, stamina's improved up to a 77, and short passing is now his highlight. His brand new best at 90. His financial value now stands at £42 million, getting paid 70k a week, as his transfer market value experiences a 95% uptick. Well, how the tables have turned. Villa fans, I hope you're enjoying this one, because so far so good. Season 3 cannot come sooner. Now, I want this to be the season Romario absolutely explodes. 3 years into this project now, turning 23 this year, the number 10's training development plan will be placed on Dynamo so we can get him that 5-star, 5-star. He's going to get those skill moves up to a 5-star and transform into the ultimate Portuguese baller. But for now, he's got to do all his talking on the pitch. Our first pickup for the third transfer window will be yet another piece of defensive cover. Of course, we're competing in the Champions League. We're going to need as much backup as possible. Now, as we've recruited Tottenham's Youth Academy product, Yaphet Tanganga, he is a right back, but he can also play anywhere along the back line, which is what I absolutely adore about him. Might not be the best, have the highest potential, but he will do a job for us and be a utility man. Now, this is the type of signing which gets people interested. A couple of eyebrows have been raised as we've signed Boubacar Samara for £42.71 million. The French midfielder is kind of a tactical deal because I've decided to bring him in just so he can provide a bit of competition for the likes of John McGinn and Douglas Luiz at CDM. The Frenchman could also do a job in at centre back, so versatility is always key in career mode. Another big money transfer that is fit and ready for the Champions League. In all honesty, this is not a player we desperately need at the moment. However, in order to keep the realism aspect going, and in order to not break immersion, we have brought in Emiliano Buendia. Maybe it's been a year late, however, he's finally here for £20.8 million. We've had to pick him up from Bayer Leverkusen and include the Egyptian Trezeguet in the deal. Yet another swap deal as the Argentine, just like in real life, joins the villains. For the first time since 1983, the villains are back in the most prestigious club tournament of all time. The Champions League is here as they've been drawn into Group H alongside Bayern, Slavia Praha and Besiktas. However, are they ready for the Champions League, juggling multiple competitions, fighting in Europe for the first time so far? I sure hope so, as £87.3 million have been spent. Trezeguet's headed out the door and that wraps up deadline day. We've got to hope for world-class Romario Bardo performances this year to carry us through and be consistent. He's not the Grealish replacement for nothing, as Boubacar Kamara will be in the starting 11 replacing Tyrone Mings at centre-back. From 4th last year to 8th, Villa have slipped down at 4 spots, and it looks like the battle on multiple fronts this year really took a toll on them, and they finish without qualifying for European football. Not a good look. Especially as a club on the up with a lot of momentum behind them, we needed to finish in that top 4 pack again as Spurs win the league. This is not good. Man City find their way back in 3rd, qualifying for the Champions League as United, Arsenal, Leicester City all finish outside the top 4. Collecting 65 points this season, it is still respectable in the upper echelons of the table, and what a day out we have here. Up against the league winners Tottenham, are we going to deny them a piece of silverware as we have an FA Cup final to simulate? I'm going to watch this one play out as they beat Liverpool on penalties 5-4 to get there. It's going to be a big day out at Wembley, also taking down Manchester United. This has been a miracle run. When it comes to the Carabao Cup, Liverpool win that one out 2-1 against Arsenal, and our villains were eliminated on penalties in the quarterfinals to Crystal Palace. Now this is an interesting one because we all know Villa won the Champions League in 1982. They're former European champions. They've come back with a bang, finishing on top of Group H. It was either on goal difference or head-to-head. They finish above Bayern Munich as in the round of 16, they went up to face Inter and lost out 4-3 on aggregate. Tough stuff there. A harsh elimination to take as all the way in the final, it's going to be Real Madrid taking on PSG. Now thanks to their not so impressive performances this time in the Prem, this is their one-way ticket to European football next year. If they win this one out against Tottenham, they get Europa League. Some tough stakes here for Borough and the boys, but they've got their heads held high. Now on FA Cup final day, who is going to step up to the plate? Can Bardo drop a masterclass and prove himself here at Wembley? And oh my goodness, he does. Has he scored? No, he didn't even score. It was Ollie Watkins, the hero. Matty Cash with the winner. The game that went into extra time and secures the club European football next time out. The unexpected heroes came through, players we wouldn't expect to score goals like Matty Cash, and the ribbons on the famous FA Cup will be claret and blue. Here, take a look at your FA Cup champions. What kind of season was it for Bardo? However, we're going to take a look and see him now up at an 85 overall. A little bit of a downgrade from his +5 last time out, but still, that is a healthy bit of growth. Now he's dropped the overall potential status and he's at the club since 2020. At 23 years of age, we've given him some brand new boots, and with 48 appearances, he managed to score 10 goals and get himself 7 assists. 17 goal contributions, which is a high so far, but with that kind of game time and the minutes under his belt, I'm still waiting for his output to be improved tremendously with an average match rating of 6.7. I guess we've got to question ourselves, was the Dynamo development plan worth it this year? He's got the 5-star skills, short passing has peaked at a 91, ball controls reached 90, and sprint speed and acceleration are now his highest attributes at 93 and 92 respectively. His current price tag has reached a 50% boost, becoming the 4th most valuable player at the club, listed for £63 million. We're in deep waters with the board, man. We have been lucky to stay afloat. I've been lucky to keep my job as Sir BCHD with that 56 manager rating. They're expecting a whole lot more from us, so hopefully Barrow can step up his game and the Aston Villa boys can become more of a solid unit, a team ready to compete at every elite level. As per usual, we always want Barrow to increase his numbers and perform better than his ability year on year. However, if you compare the numbers to what Jack Grealish is doing at City, he's in an infinitely better squad. Now at an 86 overall, the Englishman only got himself 20 appearances with 2 goals. Getting outplayed, outperformed by the likes of Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez. It has not been the ideal stint at City for Grealish whatsoever. I'm sure that's not what he was imagining. I'm sure he wishes he was back at Villa Park winning trophies like the FA Cup. Unfortunately, he's just turned into a bench warmer at City. Nothing much we can do about it now. When you compare the two side by side, it just makes me admire what Romario Barrow has been able to achieve here at Villa so much more. I'm just in awe of his development and actual personal growth. Hitting season 4, we've got to now change up the development plan and get him surpassing Grealish's overall rating. Advanced playmaker is the shout, with returning back to season 1's strategy. Improving his technical areas, attributes in passing, shooting and dribbling. We'll leave pace alone for now, as stamina as well is also getting a vital upgrade. So that'll do him right for season 4. Can our Portuguese hero head closer to the 90s to completely end the debate and take over Grealish's reign? The board this season have supplied us with the budget to go out and compete in Europe and in multiple competitions. They aren't settling for an FA Cup, as we've purchased one of the best left backs in the world right now, Theo Hernandez. The Frenchman about to approach his prime was actually at Newcastle, and we've spent £84.1 million. It's an exuberant amount of money, don't get me wrong, but it's an upgrade we needed. Matt Target isn't going to last forever. This season, we're especially honing in on the defensive department. It's going to receive so much investment, and this is only our 2nd purchase in defense. He's been a go-to of mine all FIFA long, a go-to centre-back that I can always rely on, Edmund Tapsoba. We had to steal the African away from Burkina Faso and Chelsea for £78.2 million, as a 24-year-old instantly becomes our best centre-back at the club. He's got a starting spot written all over him. As a result, Kamara will be shifted to be John McGinn's CDM partner, and Tapsoba is going to link up with Konsa as a defensive partnership. And no, we're not stopping there, spending almost £150 million on defense. We've finally addressed the situation this season. We have got ourselves a backup goalkeeper, Matvey Safonov. The Russian shot stopper joins us from Bayern Munich. He only got added into the game like a couple of weeks ago in a squad update, and he has 91 potential. So maybe one day in the long run, he can be better than Emiliano Martinez and take over that #1 spot. But for now, he's going to be the understudy. It's a great scenario to give the new boys a run in the Community Shield. Let's see if they can get a hold of some preseason silverware. Live at Wembley, Hernandez and Tapsoba will be making their debuts. Battle of course, is starting, and there you go. Spurs get their well-deserved revenge. It's a 2-1 win for the North Londoners, as Romario actually got taken off in the 54th minute. Ferran Torres with the opener, it just wasn't their day. That's your overall summary of our hyper-defensive focused transfer window. Almost £200 million spent solely on defense. It's been absolutely wild, the resources available for us. 4 seasons in, 0 players sold, and if not now, when? This Aston Villa team is absolutely stacked, at least in the starting 11. A couple of weaknesses here and there. Hopefully Kamara grows into a world-class CDM, but for now, Barrow has some of the best attack in front of him, assisting the likes of a 92 rated Torres, Ollie Watkins, Leon Bailey. It is an attacking quadrant of dreams. With Martinez still the captain, can our Portuguese Magnifico prove his worth yet again and have a stellar campaign? Now, by the looks of things, this could go down as one of Aston Villa's most successful seasons ever in their history, as they've come out as Premier League champions. With the help of all our reinforcements and Grealish's replacement, they finished on top with 92 points, beating out Spurs, taking over Liverpool, and Grealish down in 4th. Man City really can't catch a break in this save whatsoever. Chelsea, Manchester United falling out of the title race, Arsenal and Everton down in 12th and 13th. It is a really peculiar Premier League table. As we move on over to the Community Shield, we already know we lost that one. Let's not show that again. Unfortunately, the FA Cup saw us bow out in round 5, 2-0 to Luton Town, so definitely a missed opportunity to defend our crown. Over in the Carabao Cup, Spurs win that 2-0 over Man City. How many finals has Grealish lost with the Citizens? I'm actually starting to lose count. I hate mentioning it out of spite, but I just have to. Round 4, Portsmouth beat us out 2-1. The Europa League is the continental competition we saw the villains compete in. Over in Group A, they topped that up against Lille, 15 points each, and they got through on goal difference as they took down PSV in the round 32 for 2. Absolutely demolishing Manchester United. That's why they finished mid-table. A 7-2 aggregate scoreline in the round of 16, progressing past Real Sociedad next. They win the quarterfinals 4-2 in aggregate, and against, on away goals. I thought it was penalties. No, it is a battle against Romario Battle's former side, FC Porto, where they were fortunate to go through against the Portuguese outfit, and that sets up the big dance between them and OGC Nice. With Barrow now crowned a Premier League champion, we can go on to say, let's go ahead and win it continentally. I want to play this one and see if Villa can become Europa League champions. That is our starting 11 up against the Southern French outfit. It is going to be one hell of a game. It's a famous European night that gives off those 1982 vibes. Unfortunately, it's not the Champions League final, but it's a European final nonetheless. They've never won that title in their club history, so now's the time for big boy Barrow to go out and drop a masterclass. All the Villa fans have turned up in their numbers tonight. I forgot to give Barrow the captaincy. Unfortunately, that is my bad. I wanted him to lift up the title just to rub it into Grealish's face, but first, we gotta go out and win the thing. Let's get things underway. I'm sure Jackie Boy is watching back home and wanting us to lose, so let's go out and show him why our Portuguese Magnifico, the number 10, has been an absolute revelation ever since joining. Here we go. It is Daniele Verde, former Frosinone player. What's he doing here? As Leon Bailey is ready to pounce and exploit the pace out on the wing. There is so much room. The through ball inside. Romario Barrow with the first chance of the night, but unfortunately the touch lets him down, and Alex McCarthy came out. Santi Mina, it's a decent little side Nice have got here. Forgot to check the starting 11, but based on these players, they've got a brilliant recruiting system, and no wonder why we meet them in the final. However, a lovely little opening. Romario Barrow, I think he's onside. No, he's not. He's off. Famara will do with that header. We've got our 5-star skiller who absolutely destroys Harry Winks. Back on inside to Watkins, the lovely little link up, and the duo as Matty Cash all of a sudden from right back is pushed up, and it's off the post in what was a clear-cut opportunity, assisted by Barrow himself, and it's a chance gone begging. The right back shaking the woodwork. Here we go, Daniele Verde from 26 yards. I'm going to get John McGinn on the line. Might be the shortest player on the pitch, but I think he can deal with it. As Verde, oh, it's out wide, and it's a shot blocked ever so perfectly. Watson's with the header away, but it's still out to Emerson. Fires it through to Joe Willock, and it's a cheeky little back here. Daniele Verde and Emiliano Martinez called into action, and he gets down low. There we go. It's the end of the first 45. Nice, I'm going to say, are all over us, despite us hitting the post. All right, hopefully, Sir BCHD gave them the mastermind talk of the ages. A halftime team talk to end all halftime team talks. Popped the question to his former Arsenal teammate, and he responded with an answer. As we've got Theo Hernandez moving forward, he fires the ball inside through to Romario Barrow with a chance to make it 1-0, and he finds the upper echelons of the top right-hand corner with ease. He picks out his position, ran through the Nice defenders, they pushed up, and it was such a classy finesse shot. The technique was picture perfect, and against the run of play, it's our Portuguese Magnifico to get the 56-minute opener, his second goal in the Europa League this season. That's why he was worthy to be the Jack Grealish replacement. In spectacular fashion, we have gotten the 1-0 lead. He gets the ball inside, Claude Maurice. Out through to Santi Mina. Now the opening. Our defense clearly all over the place. Conso with the slide challenge. And it's Santi Mina with a quick fire response. The Spaniard, who has been lively and active tonight, has absolutely smashed that into the bottom right hand corner. Martinez unable to get reach of it. And it's Nice who have found their well-deserved equaliser. Now it's back to level pegging. And the game's starting to open up. Our defense in 6s and 7s. And that is one hell of a strike. Can we get Torres involved in this game? We've got two runners on the right hand side. But our passing accuracy tonight has been absolutely abhorrent. We still allow Nice chances back into this game. As Daniele Verde, we need to contain him. He is providing pretty much all of their danger and attacking threat at the moment. Guessond has been substituted on, but Tapsopa deals with it and still can't get there. We've got Joe Willock out wide to Amin Guri, and it's Matty Cash, and tries to get the block in. How is he not cleared that away with 4 minutes left on the clock? Nice get another one, and they've gone ahead for the first time tonight in some of the dying embers of the game. That has got to be one hell of a defensive lapse. A major lapse in concentration, a successful clearance. He tries to clear the ball, and he completely trips over himself. Look at that. I think he's broken his leg. And at the near post, Martinez gets beat. This is not how we wanted things to go. go. I think we need a VAR check on this one, boys. He blocks it. Nice little block. Guri gets ahead of him and just completely... He tries going for it. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, mate, you are in hospital for a very long time, my friend. You need surgery. You've broken both your legs, Matty Cash. The more you watch it, in slow-mo especially, the more painful it gets. Come on, get it forward, get it forward, get it forward. We got one last roll of the dice. Someone, please. And no, that is going to be it. Full time. And we lose out here in the Europa League final. The Villains missed their shot of becoming Europa League champions. An 87th minute winner by Amin Guri. And I don't know. I feel bad saying this, but I think they kind of deserved it. We didn't create enough chances. And Nice played exceptionally throughout the whole entire 90 minutes. Yes, their winner was a bit lucky. Matty Cash might have to be in hospital for about a year, as the Premier League champions have been taught a lesson and lose out on another piece of silverware. That's a tough one to take. Definitely going to live along in the memory and be a pain. It's kind of a bittersweet way to end things off. However, let's take one last look at the man who surpassed Jack Grealish and is now at an 88 overall. Romario Bardo scored an absolute screamer in the European final. He loves a big game, and still, at only 24 years of age, he improved a +3 this season, which saw him overtake the City midfielder. And just for confirmation, 5 goal contributions, 3 goals and 2 assists for Grealish this time out in the Premier League for City. 86 overall, just for confirmation. And he won 0 pieces of silverware in 4 seasons. That is a complete failure. Meanwhile, we're over here with our favorite number 10, a club icon. Romario has gotten himself 63 appearances this season. That is a career high. Now for the first time achieving double figures in both goals and assists. 15 goals and 16 assists, including that magnificent masterpiece in the final. That's 31 goal contributions, just outclassing Grealish. Who needs him when you've got Bardo in your side? An average 7.1 match rating, and again, he's involved in the top 4 MVPs. Ollie Watkins, Leon Bailey, and Ferran Torres playing more than him and also scoring more. I wish they actually turned up in the final though. That would have been kind of cool. Nonetheless, can we just focus on this absolute gem of an attacking midfielder? We purchased him from Porto when he was just an up-and-coming lad, and we have turned him into a beast of a player. Dark green's lighting up the page everywhere you look. No maxed out stats to report on, however, the closest one he got to was short passing at a 96. That playmaker trait reigns well and true, as he not only showcased how he could score goals but also assist them, set up big chances, and he concludes this video with a £95 million valuation, oh so close to becoming that £100 million man, just like Jack Grealish was. Let me know what your thoughts on my Grealish replacement are down in the comments below. Who would you replace Jack with? And also, who do you think Villa are going to buy? Who knows, maybe they watch this video and pick up the Portuguese wonderkid for themselves. If you went on to enjoy and had fun today, make sure to drop the video a like down below, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications so you stay up to date with all the content coming out on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Insta, all my social links are down in the description. As always, I've been Sir BCHD. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the very next video.